Hey there, YouTube. This is Nathan, also known as Mudslinger025. Today I'll be telling you about Copenhagen Wintergreen Long Cut. It's really good. I don't suggest it if you've never dipped before, and I'll be telling y'all who've never dipped before what's good and what's not good, what you should look for and what you shouldn't. I'm spitting in a Confederate Camo mud jug. Thank you to Darcy on Mud Jug 1 if you've never checked him out. YouTube him. Um, And you can also buy the products, mud jugs or stickers or shirts or whatever, on mudjug.com. So, Copenhagen Long Cut, wintergreen long cut. I have it in. It is really good. The can, I've never seen it before. It's green. Here it is. It says wintergreen long cut, Copenhagen satisfaction since 1922, I believe. Yep. Um, It's got a real good taste to it. It tastes like wintergreen. It don't taste like plastic like some of those other dips. Grizzly, uh, if you've never dipped before, I don't suggest you try Grizzly or this. I think you should try some Skull or uh, Hawken. Hawken's really good for first dip. Um, but this is my go-to dip. I dip this every day. Can of it. Um, I'll show you the inside. Let me pack it for y'all. It's got good moist look to it. Some dips are real dry when you open it up, and it just don't look too good. I'll be telling you all about what to look for, what you think, you know, what you shouldn't look for in a dip if you've never dipped before. So this video is for people who've never dipped or haven't really tried it much, or just dip occasionally when they're around their buddies or family or whatever. Look at the can when you go buy it. If you ask for long cut, look at it before you walk out of the gas station or the store, wherever you are, because they look the same. Instead of it saying long cut right there, it might say fine cut. So when you've never dipped before and you crack it open and you put it in your mouth, and it's a big old mess, and you got it all in your mouth, and you're like, man, I don't want to do this stuff ever again. Half of it's your fault because you asked for long cut, they gave you fine cut, and you didn't look at it. So be sure to look at it. The texture of this, to me, feels more like a mid cut than a long cut. Not a fine cut, because fine cut's real fine. But this is not that long, so you got to get a good pinch, grab it pretty tight, pack it in your lip pretty tight. And the reason why I say I don't suggest this to beginners or people who have never dipped before is because it will get everywhere in your mouth. A good dip that's long, Stoker's, is very good. I'll do a dip review on Stoker's here pretty soon. When you crack it up and smell it, smell it. It smells good. This smells a lot like wintergreen. There's a lot of dips out there that smell like crap, or some might smell not like what it should be. Like I like to look at this Grizzly wintergreen. It smells good, but I could smell a little plastic in it, and I could taste it too. I like Grizzly wintergreen, but when it comes down to it, me actually buying a few cans of dip, I rarely buy Grizzly. Wintergreen's my favorite. Whoops. Wintergreen's my favorite Copenhagen, but I like some other wintergreens. Now the taste of this, it tastes exactly how it smells. So if you're one of those people who you don't like the smell of it, so you're not going to dare put it in your mouth, it smells exactly how it tastes. It tastes great. It tastes like wintergreen. Another thing you should look for is moistness, how long it stays moist. Um, this stays moist pretty long, not too long, not like some dips out there. It's not chewed. Chewed will last. Oh man, that stays moist for hours. But this is pretty good for dip. The pinchability is not too bad, but it's not great. You know, like I said, it's more of a mid cut than a long cut, in my opinion. Y'all might disagree, that's fine. But the pinchability is pretty good, and uh, it gives you good satisfaction. That's another thing you should look for is satisfaction. If you don't like it, don't dip it, don't buy it. You know, there are some people out there who will buy a can and they'll have it for a week and they don't like it, but when they're around their buddies, they'll throw a pinch in, a tiny pinch, just so they say they dip. Don't be that guy. Nobody likes that guy. You know. So the looks of the can, if I were to rate it out of 10, I'd give it a solid 10. I think this looks sweet. It's got an old-fashioned look, nothing too fancy. It's got a gold ring around it, you know, gold writing, green. I like it. All the Copenhagens are like that. They got their different colors for each flavor, but the gold writing stays the same. Pretty cool. The texture of it in your mouth, I give it a 7, 8. It don't feel bad, but for those who've never dipped before, once again, for like third or fourth time, I don't know how many times I say it, I don't recommend it because it is a smaller cut. So it will get all throughout your mouth. But I'll rate the texture not 7 or an 8. The smell of it 10. I mean, it smells great, tastes great. I give the taste a 9, 9.5. I mean, moistness, I give that about 7. It does go dry sometimes, especially after you start getting used to it, after you start dipping a while. Pinchability, I give it 6. I don't know if I said that. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. Yeah, but that's a dip for you. I mean, not a bad buy. I'll tell you that. It's a good dip. So I suggest it. Copenhagen makes great stuff. So I talked about the dip. I'll tell you something else. Recently, not really recently, but last month, about a week into the month, I enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, went through MEPS, went through the process. I leave October 22nd. I'll be making another video on the recruiter's office, what you'll have to do, what they'll ask you, all the PT stuff, what you have to do, going to MEPS, the whole process, and after MEPS. And I'll give you all that info. It's not going to be a dip video, but I will have a dip in. That's obvious. That's about it. Oh, one other thing. I'd like to give a shout out to the California Dipper. He has great videos. I suggest you go watch them all. It's the California Dipper, no spaces. I also give a shout out to the Lizard King 0669 or something like that. I'll put the link down below for y'all so you guys could go to it. And then Mudjug1 makes great videos. But definitely the California Dipper and Lizard King, they go really, really in detail in their dips. This is my first one, so I haven't gotten the hang of it yet, but my videos will get better, so that's it for now. I'll make another video here shortly, probably right after this one. I don't know. Or tomorrow, whatever. Well, subscribe, and thank y'all.